Hey, it's Ted Gottlieb for Free Real Estate Agent Finder. Thanks for watching this short video. In prior talks, we spoke of the importance of having a lender's pre-approval in hand before looking at homes and what you should be focusing on when touring homes. Well, once you found the perfect home, we move quickly to make it yours by getting it under contract. This video speaks on how the way the contract is written can make all the difference in you getting the home you've worked so hard to find. Real estate contracts differ from state to state, sometimes county to county. The assumption here is that your agent will be using pre-printed, time-tested forms that are provided by the local association of realtors and the agent's brokerage. Since most real estate agents are not licensed attorneys and can't practice law, the other assumption is that all your agent is allowed to do is fill in the blanks and insert some language that is commonly approved by their broker. Even though we're just filling in blanks, what we put in those blanks can make all the difference. A good buyer's agent already knows what's important to the seller. Think price and closing date. There's more that goes into that, but let that suffice for now. We start filling out the contract by inserting the name of the buyer or buyers. Typically, that's whoever's name or names is on the lender's pre-approval letter. If it's a couple and just one name is on the lender's pre-approval, then only that person typically goes on the contract. For example, Joan Smith, a married person, or Joan Smith, a single person. If the other spouse or partner is to be added to the title, that's typically handled by completing another form at closing. After filling in the buyer's name, we put in the amount we want to pay for the property, the amount of earnest money to be provided, where the earnest money goes, assume that's going to be a title company or real estate brokerage, and when the earnest money needs to be received by that brokerage or by the title company. You see, for a contract to be valid, consideration or money needs to be exchanged. Theoretically, the earnest money always goes back to the buyer if the deal dies, but the buyer needs to conform or adhere to the contract terms for that to occur. We'll get into that at some other point. Your agent then fills in the blanks about how the home is going to be paid for. Think cash or mortgage. If you're getting a loan, the type of loan and term, 15 or 30 years, comes to mind. The amount to be financed, either as a percentage or dollar amount, and the deadline to get a loan approval are included in the contract. Then we write in our preferred date to close and who's going to close it. Again, think title company. There are other boxes to fill in, like the number of days we have to do inspections and notify the seller of our findings, and the number of days we have to come to an agreement on those inspection items that we've called out to ask for either be replaced or repaired. Same goes for doing title work and surveys. If we're asking for the seller to pay some of our closing costs or provide a home warranty or proof of past municipal inspection, we check those boxes too. Then we account for what stays with the property. The kitchen fridge, the washer dryer, and what we don't want to stay. Think about the ancient freezer that's in the basement or the 30 deer heads that are hanging on the wall. Here's a tip. Even if it's noted on the listing and it's not included on the contract, you could be out of luck. Think about the wall-mounted TVs or the pool equipment. Do we want our purchase to be contingent on the property appraising? If yes, we need to include that in the contract. Maybe we want to review the community rules and regulations, or have the purchase contingent upon the sale and closing of a current home, or the ability to getting a special type of loan, think VA or FHA. There's even a box to check to acknowledge that we've seen the seller's disclosure statement, or if not, how much time the seller has to provide that statement if one is available. If they don't get it to us by that point, we can walk away. Got to check the right box. If that doesn't sell you as to why working with an experienced real estate agent makes a difference, then maybe this will. When I represent buyers, I've already teed it up by talking with the listing agent and finding out what's important to the seller and building a relationship with that agent if I don't already have one. We then try to accommodate the seller as much as possible. The easier I make it for the seller and the listing agent, the better chance we have of getting the property. A lot of that comes into filling out the forms properly and being proactive to find out what the needs are of the seller. It's not just about us. We need to be as cooperative as possible. I have some other tips that are designed to make your offer stand out, but we'll save that for another time. Once we get the property in our control, it's time to do inspections, which is the topic of our next video in this series. So if you're looking for someone who can guide you through the home buying process anywhere in the great US of A, either complete the online form on freef.com or give us a call at 314-690-9922. Then in no time, we'll connect you to a full-time local pro. As always, our referral services are without cost or obligation. For Free Real Estate Agent Finder, I'm Ted Gottlieb. Thank you for your time. Once again, you'll find us at freef.com.